People are gonna think I'm unhinged. Please play with me. Gosh, I'm so embarrassing. Wow. Anyways, hello everybody and welcome to the Get to Know Me episode. So I'm gonna be releasing this at the same time as my first episode, which is a tour of our gardens and kind of just showing you around. So I thought it would be fun to do a little get to know me video. We're gonna play some fun games and please play along with me. So I'm sitting in my book nook, which I absolutely love. Oscar actually built it for me. He's such a sweetie. I feel like he does so much for me. Anyway, he also built a bench on the window so I can read because I'm an avid reader, even though I'm very slow, and my sister always tunes me because I get her into these books and then she reads a lot faster than me and then she has to wait for me to catch up so we can talk about it. So if you're a book talk girly, you're in the right place and you can join my reading cult if you want. For this one, we're literally just gonna sit, chill, have some fun. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. We're gonna play some games. Please play with me. You can leave your answers in the comments below. And yeah, we're just gonna chill and relax and have fun. So grab your wine, your coffee, your tea, whatever it is, your popcorn, and yeah, let's get into it. So first I'm gonna start off with a quick rapid fire this versus that. I have my little notebook because I'm one of those people. You can also please let me know because I also want to get to know you guys so we can just both learn about each other as we go. Okay, so country versus city. Definitely country, obviously. That's what this whole channel is basically about, living my best country life. Tea versus coffee. Coffee any day. I literally cannot live without coffee. I drink like 3 to 4 cups a day, which I think is really bad, but it is what it is. Okay, sweet versus savory. Savory, but I've been in a bit of a sweet era lately. Like I've been having my chocolate at night, so yes. But I'm also breastfeeding, so maybe I just need sugar. So whatever, no excuses, Judy. But yeah, savory for sure. I love me a good saltiness in my life. Books versus movies. Definitely books. Definitely books. And we'll get into books just now. So yeah, stick around for that. Night out versus night in. It depends on what the night out is. If it's something I enjoy, like I'm not in the club scene anymore, so if it's in a club, no thanks. Although I do like to dance, so like I love going to weddings and dancing to the oldies, you know, ABBA, Queen, that sort of thing. But if it's, I don't know, if it's like a fun night out at a restaurant, like a sip and paint with friends or something, that would be fun. But I think I maybe lean more towards a night in, like curl up with a good book by the fire type of thing. So can I say both? Maybe both. Dogs versus cats. Dogs all the way. Cats eat my birds, and I love birds. I literally love birds so much. I love seeing them in the garden, hearing them, identifying them. So I just feel like cats, if they drag a bird in, I'm gonna be pissed. So yeah, definitely dogs. I hope you enjoyed that little segment there. Okay, so now we're gonna just get to know me a little bit. I'm gonna try keep it not boring and just keep it short and sweet and just like tell you the basics about me just so you know who this chick is in front of your screen. So right, I'm gonna answer some like basic questions. Nobody asked me these questions. I asked myself these questions. I literally wrote it down. So I asked myself these questions. Right, so where was I born? I was born in a tiny town called Adelaide, which is in the Eastern Cape, and it's like a small agricultural town in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, literally the day I was born, some goats broke into the hospital and my dad brought my sister in to see me, obviously, and she was more interested in seeing the goats than she was in seeing me. So fun fact. Siblings, I have one sister. Her name is Lauren. and she is honestly my best friend in the entire world. We are complete opposites. She is super corporate, type A, a little bit high strung, and she lives in New York because she's all about that bougie life. She is currently working as an ICU nurse. Let's just take a moment for that. Like, here I am in the country living my country life, and my sister's living her bougie New York ICU nurse life, which is great. And I'm very, very proud of her. She has worked so incredibly hard, and she's done it all by herself, away from family. She hasn't even met my kids. She's met Oscar a long time ago, but that was before we were married. So I mean, she's really like made sacrifices to be where she is today, and I cannot wait to see her again because I miss her so much. She's honestly just been there for everything, and I absolutely adore my sister. So I'm going to actually, we've already spoken about this, I'm going to do an episode with her, and we're going to FaceTime each other and drink wine and eat pasta and play some games and just fuck around basically. So yeah, I think that will be so fun and hilarious because we are hilarious when we're together, just saying. Okay, I should probably tell you about my parents too. So my dad, he lives in Grahamstown on a small holding farm that side. My parents are divorced since I was in I think they separated when I was in grade 6. And my mother lives in Scotland at the moment. So they've separated. My dad is remarried. He has remarried a lady called Jean, and they've been family friends for a long time. That's the situation. My dad is a very hardworking farmer as well. I mean, like, we grew up on the farm. My mother also loved the farm life. So yeah, we had a really lovely and wholesome childhood, I must say. So where did I grow up? I grew up in Grahamstown in the Eastern Cape. I went to school there. I started off in a private school, Kingswood, and then I moved to a public school, VG, an all-girls school. And this was after my parents' divorce. Interestingly enough, I actually much preferred the public school. I much preferred VG. I just think there was a really nice sense of community there. Don't get me wrong, Kingswood is great. It's a really good school. But I just felt that I fit in better in VG. Like, I was kind of the weird farm kid in this public school full of like cool kids, you know, and I was definitely not a cool kid. Studies. I studied at NMU, which is in Port Elizabeth, and I studied media and communications, which is a really, really good degree. So if you are into marketing, if you want to get into digital marketing and advertising and that sort of space, I would definitely recommend this degree. I really, really enjoyed it, and it kind of just covers everything. So we did videography, graphic design, advertising, marketing, business studies, which I think is very important. If you want to get into digital marketing, you have to learn about business and what makes businesses succeed, because I mean, when you're a digital marketer, you're advertising for a whole scope of different companies, and so you kind of have to get into the headspace of the entrepreneur or the owner and be like, okay, what do I need to push? What are my goals? What do I need to sell to the correct target audience so that we can make our money back and make a return on our investment in the marketing space? So I think the business studies is always a good thing to get into if you want to do digital marketing. So yes, it was a very, very good comprehensive degree. Loved my university days. Obviously, my last year of university was when COVID hit, so that really sucked because we kind of were doing our last year at home. Yeah, but it is what it is, you know. At least I can tell my kids that I survived a pandemic. So having said that, I've already mentioned I'm a digital marketer. So I worked for a really good agency in PE, and I learned a lot. The people were great. I loved working with all of them. So yeah, I learned so much in doing that. And then I had Silas, and I still worked for them. They were very kind. They let me work from home. And then I left them because I got an offer at a UK agency, also amazing, super nice people. The boss, she was a great boss to work for, and I actually am doing some projects for her on the side, and she's super accommodating, a really successful company as well. So I learned so much working for these agencies. And then I had Ren, and then I struggled a bit because she was honestly a Velcro baby. Like, she wouldn't let me put her down. I wasn't getting any sleep, and I was really just struggling to juggle the work and baby balance. So I was really struggling. It was a really rough period. So I decided to leave the company, and shame, they were very understanding and supportive. I didn't want to leave, but I also wanted to make sure that I was, you know, being a present mom and not stressed out, and I was getting like anxiety, and I was, you know, also struggling a bit with postpartum depression, which I only realized now that I was really struggling with it at the time. But at the time I just thought, oh, you know, I didn't think anything of it. But now looking back, I was not in a good place. So I think it was a really good decision to leave, and then I was able to just, you know, take a bit of a beat, just be a mom and just get through that period, because you're only in that period for so long, and then it goes away, and then you can always come back to your career. So it's definitely something that I needed to do. Also, we were moving, which I'll get into now. So yeah, so anyways, but me being me, I can never really stop. So I picked up 1 or 2 clients and started working on my own, and that has been going really well. I have like amazing clients. I'm really loving it. I'm slowly growing. I'm just trying to learn to like take on as much as I can handle and not more than that, because I hate over promising and under delivering. So yeah, I'm in a very good niche at the moment of like balancing being a mom and working, and it's working well. So yay for that. If you guys want to learn more about my job and what I do on a daily basis, or if there's any questions, you can ask your questions below. I'll maybe even do like a Q&A on my Instagram story or something, and then I can answer some more questions around that. So that's okay. So we've done a little bit of like, you've learned a little bit about me now. So now we're going to do another game, and this is going to be Would You Rather. Okay, this should be interesting. Again, I wrote these down myself as though I have like a PA or something. But no, it's just me. Okay. Would you rather see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? Ooh, that's a good one. Me acting as though I didn't know the question beforehand. I think I would rather see 150 years into the future. Although I'm small, I feel like if I could see where the world was going, maybe there's something I could do to make a difference. Yeah. Okay, telekinesis or telepathy? Telekinesis, I think. So telekinesis is when you can move objects, bring objects to you. Or yeah, telepathy is where you can read people's minds. I feel like I would get depressed reading other people's minds. I'm very much an empath, so I just take on what people are feeling, and also there's some really horrible people out there. But I was considering this, and I was like, you know, maybe if I had telepathy, I could protect my kids from like, you know, people who seem nice to your face, but they're actually horrible people. But I think it would just end up driving me mad, and I'd be depressed. So telekinesis is a good one because I'm so busy all the time. I could just move things around. Would I rather be forced to sing or dance in every song that you hear? Definitely sing. I always sing. I literally sing when I wash the dishes. I sing when I'm in the shower. I sing in the car. I sing all the time. And there have been a few times where Oscar's come home and I've been like belting it in the bathroom whilst I'm bathing the kids, and it's a little bit embarrassing, but it is what it is. I love to sing, so deal with it. Okay, would I rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed all the time? That's very difficult because I love to get toughed up. I love to like feel good and look good, and I just love wearing nice stuff. But I'm on the farm all the time. I literally never have opportunities to like look nice anymore at the moment. I'm sure that will change down the line, but like I never really go out anymore. I don't do fancy things much. I just chill on the farm with the kids. So like my whole life, at the moment, I just wear sweatpants and baggy t-shirts and messy buns. So I think the way my life is, I would have to be underdressed, but I would be very sad about that. Okay, so on to the second portion of getting to know me and my life. This is kind of like the last one. You'll obviously get to know me more as we go, and you can always ask me questions, and yeah, but I'm not going to get into my whole life story. That's a whole thing. Gosh, where would I even start? So this question is, how did I meet Oscar, my husband? So it's an interesting story. I feel like I should save story time on like how we actually like first met for when you meet him in the episode. So, by the way, Oscar hates being in front of the camera. He absolutely hates it. So I know you guys are probably gonna want me to do like an introduction of him and like, this is Oscar, and say hi to the camera thing. So he's really not good with that. So it's probably gonna look like he hates me the whole time. But I swear he does love me. He just hates being in front of the camera. So he will feature in my videos and he'll just like be there. But he has agreed to do a get to know me video as well. So we are gonna play some games with him, and you're gonna get to know him a bit more. I just need it to be the right time. Like, you know, when he's relaxed, not stressed about work. Maybe when he's had a beer or two, maybe we can drink beer together and just chill and just play some games. No pressure, because as soon as he feels like it's like a set up forced thing, it's not gonna work. He needs to just be relaxed, and you know, some people just don't like being in front of the camera, and that's fine. So you are going to get to know him. I swear he doesn't hate me. He hates the camera. And yeah, he will feature, and he also did promise to do a dairy tour with us and teach us a few things. So I'm definitely going to hold him to that. But again, I have to catch him at the right time. So I'm going to save that story time for when I do that video with him, because it's really fun, and he hates it when I tell that story, but I love it. But anyways, so I actually met him during varsity days. I was actually taking a gap year and I was bartending. I was supposed to go to Scotland, but the visa took forever, so I ended up literally just staying in my hometown bartending for students, and it was horrible. I hated it because I really wanted to like move on with my life and like get out of the town and start my studies, start my career, and there I was like serving my peers, you know. But it was fun. It was character building, and I did enjoy it. Yeah, I may have partied a bit too hard though, but whatever, everyone does when they leave school. So I met him basically in that period. So he was studying at Rhodes. We met at Plate Rage, but I'll save that story for, I'll save that story. And I may have even served him and his parents at the restaurant that I was working at, which is funny to think about. But yeah, so I met him there, and we were kind of just friends at the time. And then we went off and did our thing. He studied, I studied, and hello. Oh, nice. And yeah, and then I moved back. I mentioned that I studied during COVID, so I moved back to my dad's farm during COVID, and Oscar had been working in KZN, and he moved back to Grahamstown as well. And then he saw that I was in Grahamstown and slid into my DMs, and we met for coffee, and that's kind of how we started dating. And so we started dating for a while, and got serious quite quickly. I think we knew it was meant to be. Like, I think like when we started seeing each other, like we were very comfortable around each other, it was relaxed and familiar, and I think we kind of just knew, okay, this is gonna be a forever thing. Like it kind of just like clicked, and it was just this unspoken thing that like we knew this is like end game for us. So that's very sweet. And then we moved to Oyster Bay in the Eastern Cape, and we were working on a dairy farm there. It was absolutely beautiful and lovely, and we were so close to the beach. Oscar got a job offer in the Free State, and we decided to take it. We were so sad to leave Oyster Bay, and also like leaving, like we were close to family, so we literally uprooted our lives and left our family and friends that side. But you know, we decided, let's just take this opportunity and use it as a stepping stone, and we can always move back in the future, but let's just put in some hard graft for the next couple of years and see how it goes. Maybe we'll end up really enjoying it, and I think it was a good move. And that's where we are, and yeah, we love it. It's the weather is another story. It gets so hot and so cold here, so that's a bit of a struggle. It's also a bit of a struggle being away from family and friends and the beach. Definitely miss the beach, but you know, it is what it is. And so that's where we are now. And Oscar's you know, at like it's a good successful dairy, and I think he's learning a lot, so that's good. It's been a good move so far, and we've been enjoying it. And then, you know, now I've started this YouTube channel, and I'm going to take you along for our journey here and what we do and how we progress. And yeah, so you'll be able to see it all. So that's that. We're going to end off with 2 games, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for sticking around. These don't flies. Oh, on a dairy farm, there's always flies, and it's very annoying. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to get rid of these damn flies, please let me know. Okay, so we're going to be doing a rapid fire of favorites. So we're going to do top 5 and DFL, which stands for dead fucking last. And I actually got that from one of my favorite podcasts, The Wild Times, with Forrest Galante and his crew. And actually, fun fact, if you watch The Wild Times, which I do recommend that you should, I got mentioned the one time. They do like this fun game during their podcast, and they let fans like recommend like how the game rolls out basically. So I submitted one, and they aired it, and they said my name. Ooh, look at me, famous, huh? Lol. We're going to start with books, because like I said, I'm a book talk girly, and yes, I am into the fantasy and the fairy smut, so it is what it is. I like to just disappear into a new world, become a new character, and it's just my escape from reality, and let me just live my delusional life thinking that I'm a fairy or a badass assassin queen. You know, just let me live my best life in my books, please. So my top, okay, this is going to be very difficult. So at the moment I'm reading Fourth Wing, and I'm absolutely loving it. I absolutely love the storyline, love the characters. It's got dragons, it's got shadow daddies, it's got badass female characters, war, politics. I love it. So I want to put that as first, but maybe I'm just saying that because I'm currently reading it and I'm like in the universe right now. But anyways, very good, highly recommend. Number 2, and I toyed between these two, which one comes first, is ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, and that whole series. Amazing. It got me back into reading. It got me back into fantasy. I literally raved about it all day, every day. It was incredible. I literally recommend it to all of my friends. So please do read it. It's really, really good. And it will get you into reading, I promise. What I do absolutely love about it is you get so into the characters. They show different perspectives of the different like friend group, and you literally feel like you're in the friend group. Like I literally, when I finished the book, I missed my friends. Like I was like, I need my friends back. Like they are literally, it felt like they are your best friends. And it felt like you were a part of their friend group and part of their world, and it was just amazing. So I just loved how she described the characters, and like you really felt like you were inside the book, and it was really, really good. Yes, so highly recommend. So that's number 2. Number 3, probably Lord of the Rings. I just think it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. Need I say more? Number 4, Snuff by Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett is a genius. He is just, the way he writes is incredible. I've never seen an author who can describe things in such an interesting and convoluted way as Terry Pratchett, and it's amazing. And he's great for kids, adults, like he's just a genius in all honesty. I'm not sure if he's dead. I think he might be, but I would love to meet him. So highly recommend any Terry Pratchett book, but I just really enjoyed Snuff. And then number 5, obviously Harry Potter, just because it's my comfort book and I will reread it until the day I die. So thank you, J.K. Rowling. Thanks for that. Okay, DFL, I have no idea. Probably something I read as a kid or something, but I think at the moment that what's fresh in my mind is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. The first book, It Ends With Us, was quite good. I enjoyed that. It was different. I appreciate what she was doing with raising awareness to domestic violence, but I just found the second book to be very predictable. So yeah, that's my DFL. Okay, so the very last game we're gonna play, it's an old TikTok / Instagram trend that was circulating a while back, but it's the Hear Me Out trend, and it's where you like basically, well, most people do it with their friends, but like I don't have friends here, so I'm just gonna play it with myself and all of you guys, and you guys can please play with me. Please play with me. Okay, so yeah. Gosh, I'm so embarrassing. Wow. Anyways, so basically how we're gonna play is we're gonna choose 5 characters, and it's characters from books or movies or series, what have you, of people or things or animated characters that you are attracted to, but it's like characters that are like you are unlikely, like why are you attracted to these people? An unlikely attraction, let's call it that. So yeah, Finn's come to say hello. Yeah, it's like thundering and the dogs get scared of the thunder, so there. Okay, come Finn, go lie down. Go lie down. Okay, sit. Okay, you want to play with me? Hey, Finn wants to play with us. Yay, I do have friends. Okay, so number 1, Simba. Number 2, Wade Ripple. Number 3, Spirit. Duh, I mean, sorry, but who's not attracted to Spirit? He's such a badass. Number 4, Bambi's dad. You people are gonna think I'm unhinged, but if you think I'm unhinged, just go watch the trend, and I promise you I'm not so bad, I swear. Number 5, okay, this is not really like an unlikely, like, oh, why are you attracted to him? Because he is attractive, but Jack Frost. Have I had a crush on Jack Frost? Oh my goodness. Since I saw the movie when I was a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, Jack Frost. Just by the way, fun fact, first crush I ever had in my life was Legolas from Lord of the Rings. Like, that's the first time I've ever felt like attracted to somebody. Like, I was like, what is this feeling? Like, oh my goodness, who is this guy? Yeah, and he's an elf in Lord of the Rings, but the heart wants what the heart wants, so there we go. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that fun little segment, and I hope you enjoyed the whole episode really, and just getting to know me a little bit more. If I didn't answer any questions that you really want me to answer, please just let me know and I will be happy to accommodate. But I hope you had fun. I hope it wasn't too boring, me just prattling on about myself. But yeah, thank you for playing with me. I hope you did. And I will definitely catch you on the next one, which will be posted next week. So I'm aiming on posting 1 episode a week. So please stick around for that. We are going, well, I'll tell you what we're doing. So like, just tune in. We have built the first phase of our stable. So I mentioned in my first episode that we are going to fix that up. So that episode's all about that. Following that, we're doing a hike on the game farm, and then we've got a whole bunch of other stuff coming up, really cool stuff. So please subscribe and join me, and let's have fun together. And thank you for joining me on this one. Bye.